Hello and welcome to Threelimination number 41. Last week went pretty good again, so, well, we'll see if this week we can maybe even improve upon that. Maybe not, but, we'll see. I don't quite know why that table is in this format now, but we're just gonna go with it. It's a bit early for me in the morning, so, well, bear with me if I don't see something straight away that I probably should. This looks, from first glance, very Southeastern Asian. Sun's probably in the north yet, somewhere over there. Although, over there, maybe. It's cloudy, so who knows. It's difficult to say for me whether this is Indonesia or the Philippines. Or something else, but I think it's either of those two. I can't read anything that sign says. So I think we're gonna just go split the difference, maybe go somewhere on Kalimantan. Or do we wanna risk it? Nah. Let's go for that. Sri Lanka. Well, I didn't think of that. Alright, we're in Africa now. At least I think so. We could also be in Brazil, but it looks more African to me. Which cars are driving on... Are these trucks parked? Or are they driving? Because this truck is parked on the right. But if you look at those two, this is closer to us, so he should be driving on the left, and he should be, well, obviously also driving on the left. This does look like a road, yeah. So if they are driving on the left, that would suggest we're either Kenya, Uganda, or Lesotho, Eswatini. I don't think it's South Africa. Wait, what is that? Okay, that's just a speed sign, but he's driving on the right. Where's the sun? Above us. Probably, that's the sun. But to the south, if anything. I mean, it could be Brazil. That's what kind of annoys me. It maybe even is Brazil. You know what? I'm not quite sure if this is a sign or not, but if it is, then I'm gonna go with Brazil. Because I don't think you see those kinds of signs in Africa. So we'll go with Brazil. We'll actually go with Roraima. And, well, Rondônia. It was Brazil. Jeez, 5k. I suppose he moved. It's not impossible to get that. Definitely not. But you'd have to be pretty confident that you're in this area. Otherwise, it'll take forever to find this. Alright, what do we have here? This always straight away reminds me of like Lesotho or Eswatini. It's very hilly as well, so that would support that. I think just a quick check. Sun's in the north, that's fine. Let's go with Lesotho. Let's go to the north of the country if we're in Eswatini. And that should at least get us almost halfway to the 10,000 points we need. So that we don't fail the first seed already. It wasn't Lesotho, it was further over here. South America, I'm pretty sure. I'd love to see what's on the other side of this, but, well, nothing I can do about that. It kind of reminds me of a couple of cities in Mexico I've been in GeoGuessr before. Again, there's always like, those colorful houses scream Mexico to me, but we've got bars on the car. And as far as I know, the only country in South America that has, or the Americas, because it's not in South America, is Guatemala. So, I know I did this before, if you remember. I said, I know I see bars, but I think it's Mexico, so I'm going to click Mexico. It was Guatemala. So, we're clicking Guatemala, and it was the Dominican Republic. Yeah, I forgot about that. That's true. They did add the Dominican Republic that does have bars on the car. And it is in the Americas. I wonder when I'll ever remember that. Alright. that secures our last 800 points because this is South Korea. Easy to see with these blue road signs. That's Korean, even though you can't read it, but it says the street name below it here in Korean. Can I make a guess on which area of South Korea this is in? Probably not. I have no idea. Not too close to the coast, I don't think. Maybe this area right here. Bit further south, near Daegu. Alright. After a mediocre start, we did manage to get back to where we should be. Not too great of a score, 38. How many people didn't? Oh, quite a few actually. I should also mention I'm playing this very late in the week. It's Saturday right now, so the leg has already been out for 5 days. So a lot of people have already played it, and only 72 managed to get to Seed 2. Quite a few players I recognize as well here, Patriots, Nemesis, Orsness, that didn't manage to get those 10k, and probably even another 10-20 players down there. But we managed to, so we're going to continue. 12.5k. Ooh, that's nice. I don't know what it is, but it's nice. CIBA. No idea. Pintor Electricista. It feels Spanish to me. At which point I feel it's gonna have to be either Peru or Bolivia. It's really mountainous, which makes me... It kind of reminds me, with all those mountains around it, kind of reminds me of La Paz. Well, side of the road they're driving on shouldn't matter. Sun's to the north, I guess. If you look at this, it's to the west. I hate the compass in rounds like this because, yeah, the sun is clearly to the west. Yep, the sun is clearly to the north. Sort of northwest. Anyway, either of the two. Which one are we going for? I'm gonna go for Bolivia. Put it down somewhere near La Paz. And it was La Paz. I mean, there was a reason why it reminded me of it. I should have probably put it closer to La Paz instead of somewhere in the mountains over there. But let's hope those 100 points won't matter too much. That's interesting. For a second there I thought this was an EU number plate. It might still be, but I can't quite see it. This is better. Yep, it definitely is. Oh, in Portugal. Viseu. So that should be another close to 5k. That's probably Vila Nova Parva, I would guess. Is that something I can find? We're on a west-east road that goes south to Viseu, so probably up there somewhere. Do we have any west-east roads here? I'm not going to spend too long on this, but just a quick check. Maybe even over here, this general area. No, Parva. Can't find it right away, so we're gonna guess there. It was quite a bit further up there. Could I have seen it? Villanova de Paiva, yeah. I definitely could have, but I didn't check that far up. I don't think. If I did, I missed it. Alright, we've got Norway here. Do we? No, we don't have Norway here. We've got probably Canada then. Does that say Francois Lake Community Hall? It's definitely Canada. Where in Canada though? That would probably be useful to see. I can't see it though. I'm split, and I don't know if it's west or east coast. It's nowhere near the middle, of course, but I kind of want to say it's east coast. It says it's a lake. Can I find that? Although all the lakes here are French. Maybe something like this. Grand Lake. That's the St. John River. Anything in New Brunswick or Nova Scotia, I mean. Like Rosignol, Jordan Lake. Doesn't look like it. Are there any big lakes in the Vancouver area that could be... I don't think we're too close to the Vancouver area anyway. But we could be in this general area somewhere over here. Carpenter Lake, Anderson Lake. At this point I've kind of forgotten what lake I'm even looking for. Oh yeah, I remember. No, I think we're just going to place it in Eastern Canada. Maybe a bit closer to here though. Maybe put it down here. Sure. Let's go with that. Let's hope it's not in the western part of Canada. I mean, if it is, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. We got a lot of points in the first 2 rounds already, so we should still pass. And of course it was in the western part of Canada, in British Columbia. There it is. Francois Lake. Alright. What is that? I mean, it's definitely a Nordic city. Kind of want to say Sweden, as always, because of the yellow sign. This is typical of city entrance signs in Nordic countries, and of course they don't write their name on it. So we're just gonna plug it down somewhere in Sweden. And of course it's not. What am I talking about? It's Poland. Yeah, I guess. Let me look at that again. Does it actually say the... Just want to know if it says this, the name of the city. No, doesn't say it on here either. Huh. Looks kind of weird for Poland, but okay. I remember it's not just a Nordic thing. Then we've got our 12.5k, which is good because where the hell is this? The sun is somewhere to the west over there, which isn't particularly helpful. And I've got a really hard time right now trying to identify which country this would be, or even which general area. Because the houses make me think it's definitely Asia. But, well, actually, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely Asia. Where would it be if we're in Asia? Because this dirt road made me think of Africa instantly, but it's just not. Where would cows run around like this without anything to, well, keep them safe or keep them secure, more likely? Do I go with Thailand, Cambodia, or do I go with Philippines? I don't think it's Indonesia. I might be completely wrong, but I think I want to go with somewhere over here. Just, yeah, it was Thailand. All right. Pretty far up north. Somewhere in the middle of nowhere. Actually, it's not too far away from a city. But it's probably called Nanoi. And we got 16.6k, that's not too bad. Places us in 35th with improved 3 places. Ooh, a lot of good players down here. GC, what did you do? Oh yeah. Yep, wrong side of Canada. How many didn't pass? Well, apparently 81 people passed, so I don't think we can take that as representative, considering only 72 passed the first seed. Again, a couple of really good players down here. And we'll see a couple of very close passes here as well. Let's get into the third seed then. 15k? We can do that, right? Some of the confidence was lost. It's definitely... Wait, before I say anything, suns to the south. Okay, it's definitely the British Isles. because at least I think so. That's what this kind of fence always reminds me of. Either that or New Zealand. That's why I quickly checked the sun because, well, different hemisphere and all that. Is that a lake? It looks like a lake, yeah. So maybe up in Scotland somewhere? Just place it, wait, which direction? Place it, it's not a highway. Place it here. Let's go with that. And it was actually Ireland, sure. It was actually, well, almost a sea. Depends on how you look at it. Still, it's connected to the sea, even though it's called a loch. Oh, great. Is this Argentina? Sun's to the north. It's probably Argentina. In the middle of fucking nowhere. So we'll go to a standard Argentinian middle of fucking nowhere location, which is somewhere around here. Actually, I think it might be further north slightly. So let's maybe go here. God damn it, it was further south. It was actually a decently sized road near Estancia La Guayamina. Near a lake, actually. But not too bad. As long as we don't mess anything up majorly, we should still be fine. We've got yellow signs. Do we want to place it in Poland? Because the thing is, I actually already suspected Poland before I saw the yellow signs. So I'm not adverse to putting it there. I just don't really have anything. I mean, green signs is always very indicative of Poland. These greens are kind of, well, usually it's green signs with cities on them. So I don't know how representative that green sign is. But still, it's the best I've got. So we're placing it somewhere in the middle of Poland. Actually, let me place it slightly further north. Just to kind of cover if it is in any of the Nordic countries. I don't think it's further south. At least I hope it isn't. Well, so much for that. Italy. Yeah. I did think what it says on here doesn't look Polish, but I couldn't read it. Alright, yeah. Fair enough. What does it actually say in these signs? Okay, nothing too important, but that's probably the important part where I would have known. Yeah. Oh yes, that's Italian. 15k, so... Oh. Is that Russia? Kind of have a feeling. I mean, it's Eastern, that's for sure. It might not be Russia. But it's definitely in an area where it's not easy to tell where exactly you are. I unfortunately can't see whether these signs are European or not. Since to the south, of course. They're driving on the right side, which is no good, like no help at all here. I kind of just want to go with the Ukraine. Just place it down there somewhere to cover off a lot of area here. Because if I get about 2,000 points and a decent location next round, I should be able to make up for that. If I get no points at all, then it would be terrible and probably unlikely, very unlikely for me to pass. It doesn't look like Eastern Russia, that's what I can say for sure. Although I've been wrong with these kinds of things a lot already in this video. It was actually... God damn it, Poland. I mean, I got the amount of points I wanted. Okay. I need 2,254 points. This is Eastern Europe. I'm relatively sure. I think it looks like Serbia. Let me go slightly further down. It could be Albania, could be North Macedonia, Montenegro maybe, Bulgaria. But I think no matter where it is, I should get the 2,254 points I need. Is there anything else I can check? There's no writing, unfortunately. They've got EU number plates. I unfortunately, even though I should, I'm not 100% aware of which countries are in the European Union or not. Because I frankly don't care about politics. And, well, the sun's to the south, obviously, but yeah, sure. It was Serbia, near Bor, which gives us the points we require and puts us to the next seed. Again, a lot of good scores. We've dropped to 48th now. There's a lot of players very close together here. And what was 15k, was it? 75 people passed that one. Again, a couple of very close ones here. And again, a couple of very good players that didn't pass. Equinox, 14.7k. But only 90 players played that one. Alright, 16k. So far, so good. Okay. You know what? This reminds me of those Cambodian People Party signs. I don't know if it actually is that. This looks like it could be Cambodian. So does this, although I can't really read anything it says there. The sun is to the north, which... Wait, is it to the north? Well, the sun is pretty much above us, I'd say. So I'm not giving that any second thoughts. Yeah. As long as this isn't just some very weirdly written Spanish, it should be in Thailand or Cambodia, and I think it's Cambodia. So we're going to go with that. If it is in South America, and if it is some weird Spanish, then... Well, then it's GG, I guess. Well... Let me look at it then. What does it say? I mean, I still can't quite make out what it's supposed to... It is definitely some very weirdly written stuff. What does that say? Okay. Yeah. Of course we can't spawn over there or over here. We need to spawn in the middle of the two. I mean, to be fair, the people did look more like South American. I didn't quite think of that. Alright. Well, perfect game from here on out then, right? Wrong. What the hell is this? They're driving on the right. The sun is to the north. Brazil? Probably. Which again puts a perfect game very, very far away from where we are right now. Let's just go here. Uruguay. Well, 3 5Ks and we're still in it. Nope. That's it. Where's the sun? South. Well, it's not really a surprise, is it? Is that the Montenegrin flag? Probably. It's the best we've got. Could it be? No, it can't be Macedonia. Just place it somewhere near. Actually, place it over there. I mean, technically that could give me enough points to still have a chance. It should actually. If it actually was the right flag. God damn it, why did I move from Podgorica? What do we have here? La Goderie, La Hurlée. Is it France? I mean, I know it's obviously French, but is it France? Or is it like, I don't know, Quebec? I feel like it looks more like France. Unfortunately, as usual, no number plates to see. This just kind of, the sign color looks a bit unusual for France in my mind, but I don't really have anything else to go off. So we're gonna go with France, and we're gonna go somewhere in this area over here. Well, wrong side of the country, that's it, GG. No 16k possible anymore. And I would have managed to do so anyway. Looks like European number plates. I can't read any of that. For a second there I thought it could look like Austria, because I never think of that anyway, so why not? Sure. Actually, you know what? Let me go with Northern Italy. Let's put it somewhere over there. It was Romania. All right. A lot of those rounds weren't too bad, but the first round really screwed us over. It's just a question of would I have placed it near Colombia if I had gone with South America in this round? Possibly. I think I would have gone with Peru if I'm being honest. But that may have given us 2.7k if I'd gone far north enough. I don't know if I would have. Could have been close. 54 people passed that one. I didn't. Alright. Well, as always, we're continuing. See if I can pass some of the others. This is Sri Lanka. Doesn't really matter if I continue looking for information because I don't think I'll be able to find any. Hi, dog. Let's just place it over here. It's much further south near Gale. South Africa, definitely. I've thought for a second. That's always bad for the confidence. What is that? Is that a bird? It just looks like a giant butterfly. This is very typical for South African road signs. But it could also be Australia. This looks more like Australia to me. And the whole thing looks more Australian to me anyway. But I always get those two wrong anyway, so we're gonna go with South Africa. Place it down here somewhere. And of course it's Australia because, well, why wouldn't it be? I always guess the wrong one. Okay, this is not the sign I was expecting it to be. Alright. Nothing unusual to see here. Is this the US or Canada? Either of the two, probably. No matter what it is, it's gonna be in the middle here somewhere. Wanna go with... I don't know, let me look around again. Any cars? Of course there aren't. You know what? Wyoming. But maybe not in the middle. Actually, it's not quite in the middle of nowhere, but it's a very straight road, so here. Could well be Canada. I don't know. And there was nothing really there for me to tell. It was Canada. I was in the right, you know. I don't. All right, this is Spanish. Reconquista. Is this Argentina? I mean, it's 340 kilometers away. So it probably is. Could also be Chile, I guess. I just would have to find it. Is that Puente de la Plaza or something like that? Because I recognize Reconquista from somewhere. But Argentina is really big. And I don't know if I can find it anywhere. Could also be Uruguay, could it? I don't know if Uruguay is big enough to have something 300 kilometers away on a sign. There it is. There's a Conquista. Do we have something called De La Plaza all the way up here? Is that Machacas? Something like that? Because the sign is pointing towards the south. So it's probably Machagai? Could be that, yeah. So if it puts us, wait, do we have anything in terms of road names? Doesn't look like it. There's a road that goes south and north straight where we are. So it could be here. Is that 9 kilometers? That could fit, yeah. They're just gonna place this down here. And 5k, nice. Good round. And this won't be. First thought was Chile. Sun's to the north. Could be something like Bolivia, maybe. If it is Chile, it would be pretty far south or pretty far north, either of the two, not in the middle of the country. With my thought being that it could be Bolivia as well, I'd rather go north somewhere. Maybe in here. But I totally wouldn't be surprised if it's down here somewhere. And it was in Argentina, not in Chile, but it was down there. Near Guajaina. Yep. Not a bad round. Of course, it was this, as always. And it could have been a lot closer here. It could have been a lot closer here. It was pretty much 50-50s all the way. That I guessed wrongly on. Not a lot of people passed the seed. 30 people. Actually, that's the 17k seed, isn't it? So 27 people. All right. Maybe we can improve on that. I'd hope so, at least. I recognize this. I know where I recognize it from. I can't remember where it was. This was a GC video I've seen. Where was it? Where's the sun? Well, more towards the south. It's... I kind of want to say Spain. I mean, there are some cars there, but they're pretty far away. Can I make out which direction we're driving in? Where's that? I don't know. Yeah, sure. Let's go with Spain. Actually, and I just had a something came to mind, and that something is Israel. I don't know if it was in connection with that video, but now I'm unsure again. It could be Israel as well. It's maybe even more likely because while the type of dryness is something I do associate with Spain, the rocks aren't really. So I think I'm going to go with Israel. I don't know where, place it. Where's the mountainous area of Israel? I don't know, place it over there somewhere. Maybe even go in here. Sure. Go into the West Bank. Oh. Mexico. Yeah, I didn't really remember that. Fair enough. I didn't think of Mexico either. This is Tunisia. Yeah, Tunisian flags. Suspar, the highway. Caisse tunisienne d'assurance, mutuelle, agricole, nothing here. That may be a city name, or well, it could be at least. I can't find anything else that could be a city name around. No. Let me look at Tunisia. You can go to Sousse from here. Which direction? South. Well, doesn't have to say a lot. It could just turn around over there. Do I just want to place it in here? Maybe. Could also be in here. Where's the highway? If you go to Sousse, you'd probably go via the A1, which is unlikely to be on a sign from here. So I'm gonna go there. It was even further up there in Grombalia, however you want to pronounce that. I think my thought process was right, that it had to be somewhere along the A1. Just was up there, not down here. There's a German flag here. Do I recognize the others? I can't see them well, unfortunately. I think that's the Netherlands flag. That looks a bit like Norway. That looks a bit like Poland. Whether that's right or not is a different question, but we're definitely in Germany. I have no idea where in Germany. It's very dark here. And this is unfortunately too blurry to read. I kind of want to go with definitely with northern Germany, maybe Hamburg, maybe Bremen. Sure, let's go with Hamburg. Why not? Could have looked at it for longer, but it wouldn't have helped. There was no information there. Dortmund. Alright. What do we have here? Hughes Gamp. Hughes Landing. US? Probably. This looks like a very American sign. Where would it be if it's in the US? I don't even know which part, like which side of the country. For some reason, because there's a lot of trailers around here, I don't know if that's a good reason, but it looks to me like something that's close to water. Now, whether that means somewhere around here or on either coast, I don't know. I think I'm just going to go with Michigan. Maybe? Actually, it looks a bit too high to be Michigan. Well, whatever. Maybe place it a bit more inland. No, it wouldn't be. It would be in a forest, if anything. Let's go with that. It was nowhere near. Well, it was near water. It was just a river, the Ohio River, and not near the sea or a lake. In, what's it called? Near Golconda. Wait, which, is that Illinois? Probably is Illinois. That's Norway. Yep. Close to a port. But there's no... There's a sign. Of course we're facing the back of it. None of these signs mention a city. That's possibly an area code or something, but I don't know Norwegian area codes. But wait, if there's a port to the east... I mean, I don't think it tells us too much, if I'm being honest, because even if you go to the west coast, there's a lot of cities that just have their port towards the east. Like, this would probably have a port to the east if it had one, which I don't think it does. Does Bodo have? No, Bodo doesn't. What about Tromsø? Yes, it does. It's probably not big enough. Actually, could be. Where's the port in Tromsø? It might be that the eastern coast of Tromsø doesn't have a port. I can't see any, any of these boat lines either. So Tromsø might just not have a port, or a haven, whatever you want to call it, which is fine. In which case, I kind of want to go down here because there's a port here. Maybe place a step there, sure. And it was Røvik. So it did tell us the city name here. I just hadn't heard of it. Okay. It's kind of a city in the middle of nowhere. City in the middle of nowhere. Trondheim being the closest bigger city. 16k is not too bad. I mean, it was this round, of course. And I always kind of say that, like, just because I've seen around before doesn't make it any easier for me. Actually, seeing around before and not quite remembering where it is makes it a lot harder than if I'd never seen around before. I don't know why that is, but I never get rounds I've seen before quite right because I can't remember them, and I always just mess them up somehow. Finland. Not much to do here. Guess northern Finland, maybe not that close to Kusam or here. It was Sweden, actually. Shame. I wasn't the only one who thought Finland there. Right-sided drive. Huh. Interesting. It looks like European street signs. Is that a European number plate? Possibly. I kind of want to go in this area as usual. If these, maybe go with Serbia again, sure. It was Slovakia, okay. Near Smornik. Don't think there was anything there for me, really. Okay, anything the graffiti say that could be used? Not really. Notire Basura. Possibly Uruguay, maybe, or Argentina. Possibly Spanish is what I meant to say in that sentence. People look South American. Yeah. I think I'm just going to go with Uruguay. Put it here. Maybe we're not too far off. Maybe we are. It was Argentina, but we got lucky, and it wasn't too far away from Uruguay. First impression was straight away Israel, but I don't think it is Israel. Huh. Wait a second. This could be Kenya, actually. Like somewhere near Mombasa. Because I thought for a second, like at the start, I thought it could be Spain or something as well. But with the skin color of the people, I mean, I only see 2 people here, so that's probably not a great sample size. But it does kind of remind me of Mombasa. So I'm going to go there, and probably not that central, if anything. Curaçao. Huh. Okay. I guess that explains the European look a bit. Good idea. Well, going for Kenya definitely wasn't a good idea. We've got the exact same car we just had before. Not that I know what that means. Is it Curaçao again? I kind of just because I don't have a better idea. I kind of just want to put it there. It would be really funny if we had 2 Curaçaos in a row. So we're kind of just hoping for it to actually happen. Place it there. It was. Sure, have 2 Curaçaos in a row. 22nd. Was that the 19k seed, I think? Yes, it was. 19 people passing that one. 20k. Norway. Kirkegata, actually, maybe not Norway. Gotha is something that sounds familiar from the Faroe Islands. I don't know if it is the Faroe Islands, but just if you look at the road names here, they all have Gotha in it. Let me just quickly check if Iceland has the same. And it's Gata in Iceland. Yeah. Can I read that? It's just a bit too blurry for me to say whether, like, what it actually says, whether that's an A or like an O with a line through it. But you know what? I know it's much more likely for us to be in Iceland, but I kind of want to guess Faroe Islands. Just, well, we're close to a lake here, maybe even the sea. So let me guess here. Sure, why not? It was near Silatrad. All right, good guess. Well, that's it for the good guesses for this game. Where's the sun? Sun's to the south. So we're supposedly in the northern hemisphere. I've got no clue. The architecture looks kind of European to me, like Eastern Europe. Maybe, but would they have horses running around just like that in Eastern Europe? I just want to go for Russia. Somewhere around here. Sure. Lithuania. I thought about going for Lithuania, but it was the animals running around very freely that made me go off of it. It looked very much like any of these 3. So I placed myself somewhere near them. Alright, this is definitely Europe again. I want to say Montenegro. Sure, let's go with that. Kind of a mix of the mountains and the architecture that just made me go with that area. It could also be Albania, but I don't quite think it is. Could be Serbia again. It was Albania. Never mind. Yeah. All right. Castas Vista Road. Oh, in New Zealand. These red signs make me think of New Zealand. Where's the sun? To the south, question mark, which would say we're not in New Zealand, but I don't quite trust it. Wait, we're driving on the right side, so we're definitely not in New Zealand. Never mind. In that case, I mean, it's probably going to have to be the US. I don't know what area of the US looks like this. Free traffic, merge left. 35 miles per hour, I think it says down here. I kind of want to say maybe something like Utah. I think we're relatively far south. Let's go with Utah. It was actually further south. It was in California. Castas Springs. All right. And what do we have here? Generation. Something generation. We're in Africa, that's for sure. Alhamdulillah. Senegal? Probably. Do you have anything else? Sun's in the south as it should be if we're in Senegal. Does that truck say anything else in French? I mean, it's a Renault. Is that French enough? Kind of. It's enough for me to go, alright, Senegal. Actually, let me go down here. Yeah, decent guess again. Ngoe. 21.4k. That's nice. 14th. That was the 20k seed, wasn't it? Let's just check that. Yeah, I passed the 20k seed. I mean, I failed 3 seeds before. Actually, 4 seeds before that. I failed the 16k seed, didn't I? Yeah, I failed the 4 seeds before that, but I passed the 20k. Shluti failed that seed, huh? All right. 22k. 3 more to go. Well, as it turns out, I missed the 21k seed, so we're gonna be playing that now. All right, South Korea. Anything beyond that? Any city names maybe? Not that I can see. Nope. Alright then, let's just go with the Seoul area. Because why not? Place it somewhere there. Not bad. Quick Fix and Things. It's a great name. I'm confused by this round. Top Flowers. Moffivig. Gala entre. What the hell is this? I'm very confused. Is this Nigeria? Or Ghana? Snack center. It's just a very weird mix of languages here. Like there's some French, there's some German, there's some English, there's whatever the hell this is supposed to be. I mean, they're driving on the right side. It has to be either Ghana or Nigeria. There's no other possibility. Let me have a quick look at road names in Accra to see whether there's any weird thing going on. It doesn't look like it really. No, then let me look at Lagos. How's it here? There's nothing weird either. Where the hell is this? ABLDG. Building, I suppose. It's the A building. Great naming sense. There's a Chinese restaurant. No, it's a Suriname. What the hell is going on with this place? Curacao? Now that I think about it, we had Curacao before. That makes sense. What are the roads? They're called vague, yeah. It's probably Curacao. Don't know where really. But that certainly explains the weird mix of languages. Yeah, we're just gonna leave it there somewhere. Yeah, over there. There's Moffivig. That round really confused me for a while there. And more South Korean. Actually, it's not South Korean. What am I on about? It's Japanese. Wait, is there an area code here? 27, so relatively far northern. Let me go here. Actually, I don't know if that's the area code or if that's the area code. Could be Hokkaido, but we're gonna go there. Shouldn't be a bad guess. It wasn't Hokkaido, it was very far up near Mutsu. What flag is that? Philippines? Liechtenstein? Texas? Chile? What the hell is that? It's a really weird flag, that's for sure. It's probably Chile. Yeah, maybe. I don't know though. That's definitely the Chilean flag. Yeah, definitely. But this one looks so weird. It's probably just because it's flowing in the wind kind of weirdly. What kind of area of Chile would that be? Probably not too far off Santiago, maybe slightly further south. Let's go with Chilan, or Xi'an. I was closer to Santiago now for Las Cabras. And what is that? Did we not have something like that not too long ago? Kind of looks like New Zealand to me. Is he driving on the left? Could be. Sun's to the north. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna go with New Zealand. Place it somewhere here. Tasmania, it's always Tasmania. God damn it. That could have been a great score as well. Did other people? No, other people got Tasmania. I don't know why anyone gets Tasmania. I don't, ever. What? Okay, I guess he was frustrated about failing that one. Well, there we go. 22k. 3 more to go. South Korea. And we've got the sea to the north, which means we're either on Jeju or somewhere over here, possibly, or here. I think I'm gonna go with Jeju because it's more likely. We have here Yukbyeon to Gil. I actually think it's not Jeju, if I'm being honest. I don't think it is. But the chance of getting a good score anywhere in South Korea, if it isn't Jeju, is small compared to getting a good score in Jeju if it actually is. So we're gonna go with Jeju just based on percentages, but it wasn't Jeju, of course. Is that actually? Someone might be able to find out if they look for it for an hour or two. Maybe. Actually, considering it's a coast to the north, someone can definitely find out. Would take, I mean, it depends on if you're even going to look for it. But I don't think it would take longer than 20 minutes if you know what you're looking for to find that. 5k that. Oh, Scandinavia. Is this... is it Sweden? Or is it Finland? Went with Finland before, so we're going to go with Sweden this time. We'll place it somewhere close to Finland, because of course it's Finland. Because it was a 50-50, so of course I'm going to get it wrong. Yeah, UK, maybe. I did think about Belgium for a bit. It could definitely be. But no. I gotta guess England. Down here somewhere. Because I think if it's gonna be England, it's gonna be further south. It wasn't. It was very close to Blackburn and Manchester and Liverpool and all that. Okay, again, this area. What am I gonna go with this time? Kinda wanna go with Montenegro again. Sure, it's just the one that's in the middle of like Croatia, Serbia, Albania. So it's the one I mostly go with. It wasn't Serbia yet. Mexico, I'm pretty sure. Any specific area in Mexico? What do we have here? Motoca. Nope, that's not a specific area in Mexico. Portocarrero. I mean, it could be a different country as well. Totally could be Peru or something like that. But well, there's a Peruvian flag here, so yes, it totally is Peru. Where in Peru? I have no clue. Put it somewhere in the middle of the country. I don't think it's down here. And I don't think it's up here. But that's about... And I don't think it's up here. That's about the extent of what I know. Yeah, sure, leave it there. It was up there. Nauta. Okay, never mind. I was wrong. 19.9k is again a decent score. $23k. Germany. Jugendhof. That's difficult to read, but it's not a city. At least not one I would recognize. Unfortunately, most of the important number plates are, and when I say important, most of the ones that are close by are close enough for me to read them are blurred. This one isn't, but I can't read it. So I don't recognize this style of sign. Do I just want to go with, because why not, this area here? Put it near Düsseldorf, sure. Near Bochum, not bad. There's Chinese writing here. Taiwan? Looks like Taiwan. Which means it probably is. I don't know if that's a lake or the sea. And it is land behind it. So I'm gonna suspect we're near a lake. Or a river, and there's like 700 million rivers in Taiwan. At least it feels like that. I don't think we're too far south. Actually, we might be in one of these. Like Penghu County. Do I want to go there just because why not? I kind of do. It was in Taiwan. Way further south. It's just a river, apparently. And a very small one at that. Hôpital Central de la Mer Nouveau-Né, Tunisia or Senegal? Wait. Or we're in Thailand and we've just got this. Well, what was I thinking? Of course we are. We've just. And this is the Thailand flag. Well, it's not, but it would be if it had color. Why is there a French hospital here? Oh, I wouldn't question. Whoever decided to put that there probably had a reason. I feel like this might actually say the name of the town or city before it says hospital. We're gonna have a quick look. Just for these that show up at this level. But I don't think it's there. Watana. These kind of signs always remind me of Cambodia, but we've seen the Thai flag, so it shouldn't be. Now the question is, do we put it all the way to the south? Or do we put it somewhere near Cambodia? I don't really have a clue. I think it's in a sort of extreme location in Thailand. So not somewhere just near Bangkok. Actually, I think it's too dry to be down here. I think it's very lush in that area. So I think we're going to go close to there. I'm going to have another quick look where we can see Watana or something anywhere. But I can't, so we're going to leave it roughly in that area. I'm going to have to look afterwards whether it was actually called Watana, like the town, or if that was the name of the hospital, but it shouldn't be because we saw the name of the hospital. Why is there a Thai flag if it's in Laos? Wat Thai? I mean, that was close. Where's the hospital here? Probably this one? Okay. Are we in Taiwan again? Possibly. But I actually think we're in Japan. Because of these things. What do you have here? Yeah, that's actually not sure. I think it's probably hiragana no katakana. Would make more sense in combination with the kanji. So we're in Japan. Where in Japan? No idea. Let's go further south. Let's go to Hiroshima. Then we were, of course, further north near Fukushima. We'll accept that and move on. And we've got some South Korean again. Sure. And there's the coast to the east. So we're gonna go with this highway. Much further north. But we get another score above 21k. Apparently this seed was very easy. I mean, yeah, it was. All of those were pretty straightforward. Alright. And 24k seed to finish it off. Well, that's just great. It sounds to the south. Is it? It's kind of just above us, but more to the south than to the north. And I kind of want to say Thailand or the Philippines. Is there anything people there? Couldn't say if they look Asian or South American. I'm gonna go with, if we haven't had the Philippines today, let's just guess there. Of course it was South American, of course it was Colombia. Is that Brazil? No, it's not. Is it? I don't think these are Brazilian. Sun's to the south. Is it? It's kind of just straight above us. Could be Spain or Portugal. But could definitely be Brazil. 80. I don't think I'll get far with that. Wait, what does that mean? Does that mean we're driving on the left side? I mean, this is normally on the back of a car, so we shouldn't be. But that's really weird. Huh. Okay. I don't know where we're even gonna guess. We're gonna stick to our 0 points. I've got no clue. Maybe even Mexico? Sure, let's go with Mexico. Whatever. It was Portugal. Of course it was. But I didn't guess there, obviously. Is this Uruguay? I don't know what it is. I've lost all hope for this seed. No clue. I would say somewhere in again, the sun's just straight north, straight above us, I mean. I would say somewhere in South America. Let's go with Uruguay. I don't care anymore. Put us somewhere there. Get it over with. That's Peru. And Brazil. Oeste. It would be a lot better if you just put the road number there instead of just telling me it goes. I don't even know. I don't speak Portuguese. I can't tell if this means west or east. Probably means west. So it probably means we're relatively far east. I mean, 600 kilometers is nothing in Brazil, isn't it? I'm gonna go down here. Not bad, not bad. Actually a really good guess considering we just randomly placed ourselves in Brazil. Andorra, okay. 15 minutes. De Basea. Depends on whether we're in Italy or in... Well, we're not in Italy. We're near Andorra. What am I talking about? We're in Spain. Do you have anything here? Somewhere Publica. Probably here. In that general area. Is that a lake over there? Or the sea? It looks weird. Because there's nothing of sorts over there. There's nothing of sorts anywhere near here, to be honest. Not within 15 minutes of Andorra. Actually, now that I think about it, would it talk about Andorra la Vella here? That says C14, doesn't it? C14, is that something I can... Well, that's C13. You have C14 here as well somewhere. There's C16. There's C14. 15 minutes. Can you do that in 15 minutes? Yes, you can. That's the N260. I don't know if the C14 technically continues beyond here. Cafe Palms. I can look whether I can quickly find that in here somewhere. I don't think I could. So I think we're gonna go with this general area. Maybe even slightly further down here. We were even 15 minutes to Andorra. You can't do that, can you? can't get from there to Andorra in 15 minutes. It's not happening. Definitely not. Ponce. Plan a route. Andorra. Don't need to go to Andorra La Vella. Just go down here. Takes an hour. What do you mean 15 minutes? It's not 15 minutes. Whatever. Yeah, it was a bit of a hard seed. The Brazil guess was decent. Everything else was trash. I hope you enjoyed the video nonetheless. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.